So, Tony, I know you're not happy about the Patriots being in the Super Bowl. I know you're not happy about Sam Darnold and the Seahawks being in the Super Bowl. How do you want the Super Bowl to end?
When is baseball season starting?
Oh, my goodness.
Roll the music.
You want to talk about sports?
Yes, I want to talk about sports.
You want to get a real job? You want to talk about sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
All right, sports it is.
Welcome to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. I'm your host, Tony Cinelli, along with my co-host, Gianni Cinelli. How are you, Gianni?
You know what, Tony? I'm good. I'm good, actually. I'm lowering the gain as you continue to yell into the microphone, but I'm doing well. We're using the nice new mic that Dad got us, so hopefully the listening experience is richer at home. Tony, today what I really want to do, because this is coming out a little late, I really just want to preview the Super Bowl. Our goal today is to just give you some facts that you can say to the people next to you while you're at a Super Bowl party and just, pretend to be smart, because that's what we do whenever we're in public. We pretend to be smart, right?
Yes.
That's one of the main things I'm trying to give the audience here is when they listen to our podcast, they get to hear, first of all, Tony representing the autistic community, right?
Right.
They get to see brothers in actions and brothers in arms, right?
Right.
And they also just got a little bit of stuff that they can talk about at the office, a little water cooler chat, a little bit of facts that they can throw people's way, random opinions, That's what we're here for. Tony, before we talk about the game, I've got a very important question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite Super Bowl food?
Wings.
What type of wings?
Chicken. But,
Well, yeah.
Take it out.
No, I'm not taking that out. What type of wings? You want turkey wings? You want cow
I made
wings?
a mistake.
What type of wings do you like?
Buffalo wings.
Do you actually like buffalo?
I love buffalo.
This is a safe place. I know that whenever I order medium, Dad's like, you gotta get buffalo. Why are you getting medium? Do you like buffalo or do you like medium?
Isn't buffalo?
Buffalo's a little hotter than medium.
Oh, I just always thought it was the same thing.
Buffalo it is. Ranch or blue cheese?
Blue cheese.
Do you not eat ranch?
No.
Again, Dad's not here. This is a safe place. Okay.
No.
I'm really a garlic parm kind of guy. You ever had garlic parm
yes,
rings?
I have,
Oh, dude, they're so good.
I mean,
Rebellion in Wilmington? Great wings. Anyways, what's your favorite thing to drink while watching the Super Bowl?
Bourbon.
What type of bourbon?
Buffalo Trace.
Expensive. You gonna drink it straight up on an ice cube or in an old fashioned?
Either way.
Your dad loved to do old fashions with those, and for me, it's like, why waste good bourbon? Well, good bourbon on an old fashioned. For me, it's like just throw the cheap stuff in there. You're gonna add sugar and a cherry anyways, but that's not what we're here to discuss.
Why are we?
Well, we just gotta keep things light and airy before we get into the conversation. So, Tony, Super Bowl LX is coming up this Sunday. Do you know what LX is?
No.
It's 60. I had to Google it. That's Super Bowl number 60. Do you know what LX is? That's Roman numerals. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, that's 1 point for you. So, Tony, when we were talking about the agenda for today, you actually pointed something out to me while we were eating dinner. I made him curry, by the way. You want to tell the audience what you told me?
This is the second...
Wait, actually, first, tell the audience who's playing in this game.
If you don't know by now, it's the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, tell me about what you told me at dinner.
This is the last time these teams met was 11 years ago at Super Bowl 49.
Okay.
When the Patriots beat the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, we didn't look up the final score.
Seahawks versus Patriots.
Super Bowl 49.
Super Bowl 49. Enter. This is what I do at work. Patriots won that game 28-24. And what happened?
It was a crazy ending. Here's a crazy way the game ended between the Patriots and Seahawks.
In Super Bowl 49?
In Super Bowl 49. 11 years ago, it was second and goal. Seattle had the ball. And Marshawn Lynch had 2 touchdowns in that game. Except for handing it off to Marshawn Lynch, the Seahawks decided to throw it. And Malcolm Butler, the cornerback for the New England Patriots, jumped in front of the wide receiver to make the game-winning interception for the New England Patriots as they won Super Bowl 49, 28-24. Now, will the Seahawks get their revenge 11 years later?
Russell Wilson threw the interception that cost them that game, right?
Yes.
But it wasn't explicitly a bad throw by him, but probably just a
No.
bad play call.
Yes.
All right. But either way, going into this game, what do you think, Tony? What is the prevailing narrative that people are thinking? Who's everyone thinking is going to win this game?
Seattle.
Yeah. Everyone at work, everyone really everywhere is thinking this is going to be Seattle that's winning this game. And I think the main reason why is because a lot of people think the Patriots aren't good enough to be in the Super Bowl. Talk to me about how the Patriots did last year.
They were 4-13 last year.
That's pretty terrible.
Yep.
Okay.
And the year before that, too.
In this, they were 4-13
Yeah.
both years in a row? Wow. And then this year, what did they finish?
They finished 14-3.
That's impressive, though, right?
Yeah.
But is it, though, actually? That's the real question.
It's really not.
So, at first, there's a lot of statistics that you're going to hear on this podcast that make you think, wow, the Patriots are a really good team. But here's the most important thing to remember about the Patriots. The Patriots had statistically one of the easiest seasons in NFL history. All of their opponents, on average, only won 39% of their games overall. So all of their opponents that they faced, all of them won less than half of their games. And not just like 49%, but 39% of their games. So most of these teams were comfortably under 500, winning about a third of their games. So if there's 17 games, I mean, this is a lot of 5-12 teams that they played. That's not great. Okay, so their path to the Super Bowl was pretty poor. But let's talk a little bit about some team ability comparisons, right? So the New England Patriots, I'll do first, and then you can do the Seahawks. The Patriots had, according to points allowed in a game, the fourth best defense in the NFL. Now, again, think about how easy their schedule was, but that's still impressive, right?
Right.
Okay. They also had the second best offense in the league, with 490 points scored and 28.8 points per game. Tony, talk to me about the Seahawks. Tell me about their season.
The Seahawks had the third highest scoring offense, with 28.5 points per game. But their defense was the best this year, number one overall.
Yeah, they had the number one defense in the NFL with 17.2 points per game. That's crazy.
Yep.
Also, as a quick fun fact, Tony, the game is being played in Levi Stadium in San Francisco, which is the home of the 49ers. And the 49ers, one of their biggest rivals is who?
Seattle. And Seattle beat San Francisco.
Yeah.
On the way to the Super Bowl.
Which means that Seattle has an opportunity to kick San Francisco out of playing us for a Super Bowl, not only in their home stadium, but Seattle has an opportunity to win a Super Bowl in their opponent's stadium, which is just nuts to think about. That would be like the Jets winning a
Super Bowl
in Gillette Stadium, or the Patriots winning a Super Bowl in MetLife.
Which will possibly happen.
Probably will happen, if we're being honest. Now let's talk about quarterback comparison. Do you want to go first with Drake May?
Yes, Drake May had the best passing rating of any quarterback in 2025 with 113.5 passing rating, which is no surprise since he didn't play anybody.
Exactly. And Sam Darnold's passer rating was 99.1. Now, what do these passer ratings really mean? So, honestly, as a guy who's been watching the NFL my entire life, they're kind of there's some weird mashed up metric that takes into account completion percentage. So if they throw 10 passes, how many of them are actually caught by their receivers for a completion? Yards per attempt, touchdowns per attempt, and interceptions per attempt. And that scale is between 0 and 158.3, which is a very weird scale. But Drake May was statistically the best quarterback in this metric, which is an important metric. Now let's talk about production and how many yards these guys threw for. So both quarterbacks threw over 4,000 yards. Drake May threw about 400 more yards.
Which is good for a quarterback.
It's really good for a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's also only his second year in the league.
Yep.
So he's definitely a great player. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Tony, can you talk about Drake May and his touchdowns and interceptions that he
Yeah, he had 31 passing touchdowns, which was third most in the league, 8 interceptions this year and 4 rushing touchdowns.
That is phenomenal. The 4 rushing touchdowns is actually quite nice because Sam Darnold didn't rush the ball for a touchdown at all. Sam Darnold also threw 14 interceptions, which is not great. I think that's something to watch out for. I guarantee you, Sam, if you want a money line thing, listen, don't come to me. Don't come to me if you lose your house on this, but I'm telling you, Sam Darnold's throwing an interception in this game. He had 25 passing touchdowns, which was ninth in the league. It's not really the most passing touchdowns, but we'll see later.
He didn't really light it up this year.
From a skill player perspective, the Seahawks are a defense team. That's number one. They played, so I didn't mention this earlier. The Seahawks actually had a pretty hard schedule this year, and their defense was just absurdly good. And then on offense, they had some star players as well. So Jackson Smith-Njigba, their star wide receiver, I think it's his 3rd year in the league. He led the league in receiving yards with 1,700 plus yards.
Which is crazy because I thought Puka Nacua would.
Puka was number 2.
Oh,
Najeeba's good, dude. You're gonna see Sam Darnold throw into that man all day long. He had 10 receiving touchdowns. Now here's where things get interesting. The Seahawks, I actually had one of their running backs on my fantasy team, Zach Charbonnet, because every time he scored a touchdown, I'd say I'm drinking Chardonnay because of Charbonnet. Tweet that. But yes, Zach Charbonnet, who's technically their 2nd string guy, but they share carries, the 2 guys. Zach Charbonnet is injured, and it looks like Kenneth Walker III is going to be leading the backfield and get most of the touches in this game. They call Kenneth Walker III K9. I didn't know if you knew that. But that's because he wears number 9. His Kenneth starts with a K. Probably something like he has that dog in him.
Yeah.
But like the thing is that the Seahawks would get the ball to like the 10-yard line and then they just run it in. So Sam Darnold didn't really have to throw the ball in the red zone a lot this year because they had a really good running game. Continuing from there, let's talk about the Patriots and their running game. Tony, what do you got?
Yeah, they took Travion Henderson out of Ohio State, was taken 38th overall in this year's NFL draft, and he's had an insane rookie year. He's also shared the ball with Ramondre Stevenson, but he's been mostly getting the ball this year. Travion Henderson.
Yeah, and the Patriots also, they did a good job snatching up Stephon Diggs in free agency, a really good receiver. He instantly became their best receiver alongside Hunter Henry. The pair of them racked up a lot of receiving yards. Stephon Diggs with 1,000 plus, Hunter Henry with over 750. And really, the only other thing to say about Stephon Diggs, if in case you're looking for just small talk to someone who doesn't really care about football, he just had a baby with Cardi B, one of his, I think, like 6 baby mamas. So yeah, that's Stephon Diggs for you. Used to play for a lot of different teams, including the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Tony, what other thoughts you got about the Super Bowl? Because that's pretty much all I had as far as prep work.
I'm looking it to be a good game.
Yeah.
Really not going to watch the media after the Super Bowl because
you're just afraid that they're going to spend all the time talking about how Sam Darnold's great and how the Jets should have kept him and all that.
Absolutely. You
are really hurt about this.
I am really, really, really hurt.
Yeah, because Dad's like, are you going to be rooting for the Patriots? That's a criminal offense in our household.
Yes, I know.
Oh, man. Who did you want to see in the Super Bowl this year?
I had some different teams.
I think the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams.
Good.
I think I heard the Rams and Broncos. That's my final picks.
Man, I wish Bo Nix didn't get injured.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, you got anything else for us?
No.
All right, so official. Who's going to win? I'm going to say the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to say the score is going to be 32-17.
I was going to say 24-14, Seattle.
Okay, well, you've heard it here, folks. Okay, well, you've heard it here first, folks. Thank you for listening to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. Goodbye, y'all.